So this liability increases by £5 to £14 million every month. Just to give a bit of context of where these claims kind of come from, you mentioned there that 2012 Supreme Court ruling. It was brought forward after hundreds of people, mostly women, came forward. They were in jobs such as teaching assistants, cleaners and catering staff. They claimed and were eventually ruled in favour of missing out on bonuses that were going to typically male-dominated jobs such as refuse collectors and street cleaners. So those claims, which have been brought forward over the past 10 years, £1.1 billion this council has currently paid out. But alongside this, there has been this implementation of this new financial and database system. That is over budget, the council admits, and also there's been lots of different problems from that system. That has meant that earlier in this year they decided to do fresh analysis with the system on these equal pay claims, and that's where they've found this black hole basically of up to £760 million that they've still got to pay. Now the council has had to go into negotiations with the government and their financial auditors because they say that they don't have the money within this year's budget or their reserves to be able to pay this liability off, and so they are having to go with the government to find a solution. They do say that this is one of the biggest challenges that they've ever faced, and they apologise for their failure to get this situation under control. But the local Conservative leader here and the leader of the opposition, Robert Alden, says the council have known about this issue for a while.
And we're really concerned about the impact it could have on those most vulnerable people in the city. And that's why we're calling on the council to now start coming clean about what they're considering, what the impact's going to be, and work with opposition groups on the council to actually try and get this resolved. Because we've been warning them about what the issues are, but the Birmingham Labour Cabinet refused to listen, and now Birmingham taxpayers are going to be paying the price for years to come of their failure. Even Labour Cabinet members were tweeting that they felt there was an issue, but they didn't do anything about it. And to put it into context, it's like your neighbour stopping you and telling you you've got a broken tile on your roof, but instead of fixing the roof, you just hope it doesn't rain. And that's what the Labour Council's done here. They've hoped the problem would go away, and now Birmingham taxpayers are being hit with a £760 million bill because of it. People looking at Birmingham will be worried about exactly what a Labour government would do in this country if they keep repeating the kind of behaviour we've seen here in Birmingham, where they're running up bills, unable to pay them, leaving valuable services that are needed by vulnerable people at risk.
Well, with this equal pay debt and of course the over budget of that financial and database system, the Birmingham Conservatives here are now calling on the Cabinet Member for Finance and Resources on this council here, Bridget Jones, to resign. And of course the impact of this problem and this gap in the finances for this council is that if they can't reach a solution with the government, they may well have to issue a Section 114 notice. That essentially is where a council admits it can't reach its financial liabilities, and the government could well come in to take control of this council if a solution can't be found.